Welcome back, Ultimate fans. We are here in Brampton, Ontario, doing the second game of the tournament. This is the game to go in the Opens division. We're here at VC Showcase Fields. My name is Alicia Racine, co-commentating with the one and the only Lance Blackstock.
Hello, hello.
How we doing today?
Oh, life is great. Life is great. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, tell you that. Seeing some pretty awesome frisbee. The sun is out and shining, so as long as I feel warm and commentating some pretty awesome frisbee, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Right on. So this is going to be a good matchup today. We have a lot of experience from both sides. They have had a few tough games already to make it to the game to go for the rest of the weekend. So the matchup is Waterloo A Open versus Western.
Yeah, so Western will be in purple, and Waterloo will be in white. Definitely with Western, I know one big player we're going to be looking out for is Matty O'Brien. This player here has been playing a lot of high competitive frisbee. Played with Outlaws for a couple of years and just some high competitive frisbee. So we're gonna definitely look for him to do some big things in this field, in this game, as well as from the Waterloo side, Scott Graham as well had a lot of experience. Very tall, deep threat, just all-around amazing player. So definitely going to see him doing some things, as well as Alva Chang, his first rookie year from Toronto, played a lot of volleyball, recently transitioned to Ultimate. And also Mac Chow, second year on the team, very hardcore defensive grinder, so definitely look for him to do some different things too. So it's definitely going to shape up to be a really, really great game, a lot on the line. I expect some big plays. The wind is a bit less today, so I don't think it will be as much of a factor. So you're going to probably see some nice crisp, flow O, maybe some hard, intense defense. So I'm really excited for this one. Are you, Alicia?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the wind has kind of died down a little bit. The sun is out, so it's, these guys have already played a few games this morning, so they're pretty warmed up. You hear a lot of noise already coming from that Western side. They're hyped up and ready to go, and we're starting with the first pull from Western.
Yeah, it looks like Waterloo starting on offense, so the pull goes just after half. Looks like Western's coming on in a zone defense. Got up to number 77 and back up to number 98. Looks like Arthur Chow. Matthew Galberson, 36 a Graham. Graham gets this again on the far side up to number 42, James Carprise. Oh, a nice little bobble there, close by number 9, Varun Gupta. Back to Graham. Back to number 88, Matthew Lamb in the middle. Nice little clear movement, just moving it side to side. Right here on this close side here. Looking for Graham up line, a nice little cut. Graham gets it, pops up to number 3, Lawrence Mack. Number 77 now with the disc. Push pass. Oh, a nice one-hand grab. And that's a goal for Waterloo. Caught by number 9, Varun Gupta. So nice chill offense by Waterloo. They really spread the field very well. Kind of went side to side. I saw Scott Graham go up line for a nice quick dish give and go. And then number 77, Matthew Galbrinson, quick push pass to Gupta for the score.
Yeah, you can see already, like we were saying earlier, the wind is really, really tied itself down a little bit. It's just a bit of a crosswind, but Waterloo was super patient, you can tell, with their star players that they really have control. They really had control of that possession for sure. Western put on that type of stronger defense, but Waterloo seemed to have no issues with swinging the disc side to side and score.
Correct. Yeah, Gupta with that one hand, kind of like easy. Feel like he's done it before. One hand kind of grab you. No pressure from Western was right behind it, but he made it look easy. So again, 1 goal, 1-0 for Waterloo. Again, the wind doesn't seem too big. It's still blowing a little bit crosswind here. So we'll see if Waterloo can add a bit of pressure. Let's see what they do on defense. Western starting out with their first hold possession here. Up to number 16, Jason Liu. Kind of looking around. Oh, he's got a big flick. Huck wide open. Dang, too easy for number 10, Keith Chow. Apparently he's the captain. So, like, 3 passes and Western's already in the end zone.
Yeah, you can see, you know, they seem to have a lot of depth, but they really just took advantage of the Waterloo defense. They were really stumped by that throw, and like we've said, you got to throw those risky passes. It was a beautiful float in the end zone by all means. They didn't really have much coverage deep, and Waterloo was able to take advantage and make this a 1-1 game.
Yeah, no, Chow just leaked deep, and, you know, even though they just hanged up a little bit, Keith was just able to get the disc with no problem, and maybe a Waterloo defender that was on him kind of missed him going deep, and he had easily secured the goal. So we'll maybe see Waterloo try to adjust their defense just a little bit to make sure if you point, sometimes you point to the wrong person, you may be guarding and kind of miss. So I'm sure that they will figure that out next time to make sure it's not such an easy goal.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be nice to see, you know, Waterloo. Their hopes is to, you know, make their spot into Div 1, and you know, they've said that they deserve that spot. They've worked hard all season, and they know that it's achievable to get there. So definitely this will be a testament to their efforts.
Definitely. A lot on the line here, so respecting the biggest from both squads. So here we go. We got, again, Western playing the zone. Very nice cup. You know, very key with the cup is to, you know, make sure you're working together. Waterloo popping out of it very nicely. Moves up to number 42. Oh, Western gets out of the zone already. Number 88 with the disc, Matthew Lamb. Oh, does a high pass. 42 comes down with James Carprise. Up to Lamb again. Lamb looking for Graham. Graham gets it, inches out of the end zone line. He's looking around. He's looking Bale. He does a little inside backhand pass. Nice easy goal for Waterloo. And I believe that was scored by 98. Arthur Chow. Arthur Chow with a goal. Wide open on that break side. Scott Graham just inside backhand.
Yeah, you know, already you can see it seems to be relatively easy to get to the end zone and to score for both teams relatively. I don't think necessarily there's a big push defensively. This may be part of their strategy. Seeing as they could be evenly matched with a big bench on the western side and the skill of Waterloo, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, I agree. So far, both teams are able to hold downwind. We'll see if which team will be able to get that first crucial upwind break. The wind is still kind of going up and down. The sun has been out for relatively long so far. We'll see if the wind will end up being a factor. But so far, again, both teams holding, going downwind. So again, we got Waterloo with the pull. Kind of hanging, just about the tail low. Oh, and lands in. All right, so again, they're playing, Waterloo playing a zone. Western brings it back. Up to number 16, Jason Liu with the disc. Trying to look for the middle. No, he wants to go for the break side. Up to number 11. Nice little swing to Matt O'Brien, our little star player to look for. Up to number 10, Keith Chow. Number 11, back to Lamb. Up to 11 again. Nice little give and go. Waterloo still holding strong on that zone. Up to number 16, Jason Liu. Oh, nice little flick round. 13, no problem catching that. Willing in Philip Yoke. Up to number 10. You see him directing traffic. Still nothing. Oh, nice clearing. Opens up that break side for number 11, Gavin Lee. Just holding patient. Number 10, still clearing that space. Opens up that break side. Oh, great mark now. Little dish pass up line to number 5. 10 just a couple of steps out of the end zone. Hits the break side to Maddie B. Looking for number 10. Keith Chow with the disc. Oh, hella floaty. Oh, nice D by number 9. Oh, not number 9.
Number
91.
91.
91. Keith Lemoyne with
Yeah,
the disc.
beautiful, beautiful defensive play there.
So Waterloo, their first opportunity on a break chance here. Nice inside flick. Oh, dish pass up. Hike up to 38. Liam O'Rourke. Nice job. Nice in cut by Ben Clayton. Oh, big flick. It's trailing to the left. A good position by number 11. Gavin Lee with a nice, great D. Up to number 10. Chow. He's wide open. 19 throws a fake. Hits to the middle. Back to Chow. Chow with a nice hammer. Up to O'Brien. Brian with an inside flick, wide open to number 19 with the goal, Bryce J. Very nice hole by Western. And again, it's the team going downwind seems to be holding pretty easily. Waterloo did have their couple chances, but credit to Gavin Lee. The disc that got hanged up in the end zone there was able to have a really good position and came down very confidently with that disc.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're seeing a bit of back and forth here. A few little turnovers that are well played on the defensive end, obviously. Yep. They're not unforced errors of just not catching the disc. They're more so got a bit of defensive pressure in the air. Mm-hmm. Most of them have been in the air. It's honestly, it's a bit of back and forth. You can see that both teams, they have strategy in mind. They know what they want to do. Like the game earlier today, it was kind of like that for the beginning. Both teams are similar in their ways. You got some star players on one and star players on the other. But then you have those deep benches where you have the players that are coming out and playing strong, that may not be necessarily a star player, but want the disc.
And actually, one of the things that the Western coach was telling me was that she's just looking to say, no matter how important that this game is, they just want to keep coming out to play their game. They don't want to, try to match their, level to what the other team is playing. Just continue doing what works for them and what got them to this spot, and everything will work into place. So it's really nice to. Oh, here's a hanging up. Oh, what a great catch by that Waterloo player there for the goal. This looked like to hang up just a little bit, but Waterloo player was able to read that disc very well. I believe that was number 3.
And bring it down really quickly. That was a quick point there. Graham got it on the open side. He looked downfield into his end zone. There's a lot of pressure, obviously, in there, but maybe they got lucky because jamming in up the line can have its challenges and its turnovers, but they were able to capitalize.
Lawrence Mack. I know he's got some hops and he showed it right there. He timed his job very well. Thought that he had to toe his feet a little bit in the line, but he had lots of space, but still stylish points. I'll give him that.
And I'm sure he's going to appreciate that for his team, taking a 3-2 lead in this game at VC Showcase Fields.
Yeah, very awesome facility. Very, very nice.
It's beautiful. We've had a lot of Frisbee tournaments here. The mixed tournament was here. We got University Series. It's all sorts of things. So we thank Brampton for hosting.
Definitely. All right, so again, here we got Western again coming down. Looks like Waterloo's still holding strong with that zone. So we got number 10 with the disc, Keith Chow. Nice little face. Oh, very nice through there to number 11, Gavin Lee, up to O'Brien. Number 19 was streaking across the field. Oh, nice inside pass to Lee. Lee again back to O'Brien with a nice layout. Looking to this, but he secured the disc. Looking for O'Brien, going to go get that disc. Great catch by O'Brien. Nice easy hold again by Western. What's working really well, I find, for Western is even though the cutters look like they're spreading the field out very well, just giving a lot of space to the handlers. It's almost like Western's doing a more four handler trying to attack that zone.
Yep.
So by the cutters spacing out the middle of the field, it's giving the Western handlers more space to, like, hit more space throws, and they seem like they've gelled very well. They know where each other's going to be.
Yep.
And once they pop through that cup, they're just give and go and opens up everything else downfield. And yeah.
You can see that. I mean, Western has done it twice with their handler movement. It's pretty. They're hitting the holes in that zone a little bit, and a little bit in the cup. Waterloo seems to drop back a bit. But yeah, really well played on the offensive end for Western.
Definitely. They're having their go-to players. Keith Chow and Gavin Lee have been really anchoring so far. Matt O'Brien has been cycling in between the handler and a bit of a popper in the middle of the field there, but still such a dynamic thrower that once he gets a disc, like, he's still dangerous on both sides. So it's nice seeing those three so far really anchoring the offense and keeping the disc alive. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. But again, Waterloo's hanging strong with them. Again, no team has broken yet, so it's just been back and forth. So we'll see what Waterloo can do here again. Oh, there's a big strike by Waterloo, but Western player was there. Got this here on this near side. It's a nice inside flick to number 3. Lawrence Mack hits it up here to this side. Oh, so it's a pit call. So here we got Matthew Lamb with the disc on this near side here. Western seems to be playing a man defense. Oh, nice flick. Huck looking for number 77 with the goal. Matthew Galbranson. Wow, just a nice flick touch. It kind of was coming like an outside in. So again, almost like the curve throw we discussed from the last game, but giving the offense a bit easy time to read the disc. It wasn't too blady, and the defense really had a chance to read that.
And yeah, they're getting excited over there. The Waterloo end zone there, bringing some energy into this game. We've been going trading points here for both teams, like you said, and it's some entertaining frisbee. You got some really good skill.
Very, very nice.
Some big jump balls.
Yeah, to me it seems like the Waterloo players seem to be more giant, more players. Like, seems more height on the Waterloo squad, but Western seems to be more quick give and goes, and even though they're shorter, they move the disc quick. Like, they don't give the Waterloo a little bit any chance to set up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting seeing both teams how their strategy in terms of the players that they have to, make it easy for them to move down the field.
They're really using their speed on the offensive end against Waterloo.
For sure. Again, we got Chow sends the disc to number 5. Nice little break slide. Oh, an unfortunate drop here by number 16, Lou. So giving Waterloo a second break opportunity. Waterloo didn't get it the first time. Well, let's see if they can try to hit this time. Oh, a nice little break here to number 5, Ben Clayton. Centers the disc again to Daniel Barawika. Oh, nice little defense by Brian, but he puts up a nice disc up to 91. And that's the first break of the game. Wow, to Lake Lemoyne. And you can see Waterloo just rush in the field. They're super excited. Breaks are a big deal in Frisbee, I tell you that.
Yeah, and we've seen Lemoyne already once. He's defense and offense, and now he's put himself in a position to score. And that was a really nice put. A lot of space in the end zone there that Waterloo created, so there was no clutter.
Yeah. It looked like the Western player was kind of looking that the Waterloo was almost going to throw a little bail, so he kind of looked at the handler and didn't notice his player, the person that he was covering, started to go downfield a little bit. So when it just came up, he was a little bit out of position, and the Waterloo player Lemoyne had enough time to capture that disc. So, yeah, big break there. So they broke up win. So let's see if they can take advantages by doing another break, but downwind. Again, Western has been having no problem with moving the disc.
Yeah.
they didn't really have a break opportunity yet upwind, but let's see if their O can still get that same flowing, but doing an upwind this time.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what their strategy is next. You know, what the Western coach is looking to put out on this play offensively. You know, and maybe they're able to capitalize and make this a 1-point game.
Yep. I mean, we still have the same Western O-line. We got O'Brien, Chow, Lou. Yeah, so the same players are still out there. So again, here we see Chow with the disc, center the disc. He's big cut there, but faked it. Tony come under. Here goes Mighty Bryan, centers to number 4, Owen Robinson. Robinson looking for the big hug. O'Brien's going. Oh, you get clipped a little bit, but he holds his ground. Nice little box out. Oh, great read. That was great position. As you see, Brian got clipped a little bit, but he's able to hold his ground and kept the position and read the disc very well. He came down with that. Looks like we have a pick call.
There may have been a call on the him being tripped up.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a discussion here.
Yeah. So again, basically, that was a really nice play by Brian to come down with that disc. I actually think it was a pick because Brian would not look like he was calling that call because he came down with the disc, but it looked like the person who was behind him got picked trying to catch up to that disc.
Yeah. And good body awareness by O'Brien. Sometimes it floats in the air and you're not sure. But the term that I like to use, that we use in basketball, just to box out. He did a really good job at, kind of putting his body between his opponent and the disc. Lemoyne, obviously, and he was able to come down with it. Unfortunately, there was a call. But definitely a good look by Western.
So observers ruling, okay, it looks like there was a pick, so it's going to be coming back. Is it really coming all the way back? So it looks like maybe it was a pick, not necessarily on O'Brien's defender, but maybe someone else that probably think they could have had a play on the disc.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenging call just because the disc is it's floating, so it's hard to read it already. But Western will come in with the disc in the middle.
All right, so again, we still have Robinson with the disc. He looks to hit, break side to O'Brien. O'Brien looking on that break. He's got Chow. Oh. Unfortunately, he just overthrew that a little bit, trying to hit Chow on that. So
few unforced errors from both sides.
So they're giving Waterloo a chance to break again. Oh, that's a big bid by that Western defender. 97 retains that disc. Looks for the around. Hits number 25, Nathan Kwan. Number 97 with the disc. Hits the break. Oh, a hammer wide open to Lemoyne. Who else? Lemoyne gets the disc. Like you said, he's been everywhere. Defense, his second goal, I believe.
That is going to be, his second or maybe third goal.
Wow.
You know how quickly that the conversion happens when a turnover happens. O'Brien just unforced error there. Unfortunately, just too far for his opponent, for his teammate to get the disc. And really, you could see that Western was really just playing with them, getting the disc out quick, moving the disc up the field, and they have no problem getting to the end zone. And I think it's a well-due timeout for the Western coach and Western. And, so the score is 6-3 for Waterloo.
Wow.
So what's the game plan here? Waterloo can maintain their high intensity and pushing it to the end zone. What can Waterloo do? Where are they getting hurt? Where can they improve on, and how can they get back in this game?
Well, for Western, again, I think that they've been moving this very well. Like I said, we mentioned who their go-to players are. That's really fast, handling movement, spacing the field, and that kind of stuff. So I think they'll stick with that. I think just that break opportunity, it was just, like you said, it was an unfortunate error throw by O'Brien trying to hit Chow, and Waterloo took advantage of that. I think Western will continue to just have that quick movements, maybe just a little bit more patient as they get close to the end zone. Maybe they'll try to amp up their defense if they are able to score this. Need to amp up the pressure to try and get that break back. Waterloo, is definitely fired up with that because that breaks was really big to get 2 in a row. So I'm sure they're going to keep coming with that defensive pressure to try to stretch this lead even more.
Yeah, and I think, for both sides, even the Western side too, they got the coaches, I think she's also coached some women before the Western's women team, and both programs in the open side and the women's side are, really good programs for Frisbee, and so I have no doubt in my mind that, there's still time for them to come back into play.
Lots of time, definitely.
So.
Yeah. Yep, so again, it's a big hold here for Western, looking to hold this point. Again, the wind is still kind of up and down. The sun's still beaming down pretty nice, which I really love. So it's really, really good. And again, I'm sure Western knows, the importance of this game, so they're going to definitely look to, try to string in a couple points here.
Yeah. We still have a few more points to have. They still, can maybe get a few breaks as well.
All right, so we got Western starting here on the break mark. Hits number 11, Gavin Lee. Has O'Brien, but it's kind of taken off. O'Brien with a nice, unfortunate drop there. That was a nice break side cut there by O'Brien. But I guess he was kind of looking up just a bit early to get the disc moving and kind of just able to drop it. So Waterloo again with another break opportunity. Got 25 with the disc. That was a nice inside flight to 97. Quick break. 97 with the goal. That was Jeremy Gabber. And again, just quick transition for Waterloo. 25, Nathan Kwan with a nice flick around to the close side here. And Waterloo capitalizes.
Oh, yeah, there's that middle kind of far side cross field pass that's just thrown out really quick. But yeah, the unforced turnovers, a bit maybe of a rush on the cuts with the handlers. Obviously was a good look to O'Brien. He wasn't able to complete the pass and catch that. So Waterloo is doing a great job at using those turnovers and taking it into their advantage and scoring. I think, when a turnover happens, if Western can really hold their defense and, go get it back.
Definitely.
Frisbee is such a game of runs and it's back and forth. So really when there's a turnover, you switch your mind out and say, hey, okay, I'm going to go get that disc and really force your offender to work for their positioning.
I agree. It's all about those runs. The momentum can really switch very, very quickly. So it just takes one big play for Western to really want to be able to get back in this game. And I'm sure they're more than capable of doing that for sure. So, here we have a really hanging pass. Oh, nice by, I believe that was number 4 to really come down with that disc. So really great job by Robinson. Oh, and a big layout attempt there. But way to make sure he got that. O'Brien with the big flick. Number 6 looking to try and read that. Oh, great job catch by number 6. He's right on the goal line. He's looking for help here. He's trying to find some help. Throws a wild flick, and what a big catch by number 12 with the grab. Kyle Lamb. Oh, my goodness.
And, sometimes those blady, sporadic throws that get caught by the wind and you were able to bring it down, this is the risk. That's the risk. You could tell there was a little bit of panic in his eyes when he had the disc at the goal line. Sometimes in those situations, it's nice to take a little time out just to recollect, figure out what you're doing in the end zone. But, it worked out for them. They were able to really just put something up there, and you got some height, and you were able, number 12 was able to bring that disc down and just, this is a 7-4 game now.
Yeah, that's Jason Martosh with that assist there. There was I feel like when you get really close to the end zone, there's so much going on, right? So like you said, where you need to be cool, calm, and collective to really make sure you score that. And even though it was a little bit wild in that flick blade, Number 12 with that grab to really make sure that he secured that goal for that upwind point. So great job by Kyle Lamb to get that. So again, let's see if Western can add a bit more pressure here to try and get this game back. Nice big flick pull. Scott Graham holds the disc, centers it. Looking for a reset. Oh, that was almost a Callahan by Robinson. Robinson looking for a flick break, trying to find his goal. Hits number 10, Keith Chow. Swings it to Robinson. Oh, nice flick break. Trying to hit Brian. Back to Chow. Chow has that break side open. Oh, there's no one cutting for him, though. Now he hits it. And is it confirmed? And that's a goal. And it's a quick break right there for Western.
There you go. Like, just the energy. The quick turnover that happens, you know. You saw just some great Ds there. And then number 10 really able to find his teammate in the end zone and score. And they get the break point.
Yeah, just like that. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, and the energy has been up from both ends. The guys are running on the field when their teammates score. They're encouraging. That's what we like to see about Frisbee. That also helps with playing. You know, when you're down a few points, you know, you can get in your head a little bit, and you're not sure if you're playing, you know, at your best, but you got energy on the sideline and encouragement and.
Yeah, no, that was really, really great cut to that break side, and as you can see when he caught it, he towed his line right up, but just to make sure that he got it in that end zone. That was a really great job. So we are at 7-5 for Waterloo, and yeah, they're creeping in there. So that's a big break there. So let's see if they can keep this momentum going. Oh, right away, Scott Graham with the unfortunate arrow drop there. So Western really riding this energy. So let's see if they can convert here. Robinson with the disc. Looking for an option. Hits Lee. Or sorry, Chow. Chow hits the break side to O'Brien. O'Brien has wide open, but does not like to hit it. Hits Chow. Trying to go back to the break side. Nope, it's not open. Robinson trying to look for an option. Hits Robinson. Robinson with the disc. Oh, nice big mark by number 77.
Good efforts all around. You're
Very,
seeing some
very nice.
fakes, and, you know, it's just
Jason Liu.
Oh,
It's a little bit of high pass there.
unfortunate drops. You know, one from 36 Graham and then one from number 9 from
Yep,
Western.
Mika Tam.
Just a bit, maybe rushing things just a bit. We still have lots of time in this game, so.
So we got Graham centered it to number 88, Matthew Lamb. Looking for an option. Western looks like they're adding just a bit more pressure now. Waterloo is not as easy. Oh, that was very close to you there. So it looks like Western is now getting into a bit of a zone. Yep, we got a zone. Throws a big hammer. O'Brien could get the D. Oh, what a nice save by number 9. Hits the big backhand. O'Brien looking for that. Oh! Just that pressure from O'Brien. Oh, my goodness. So that was number 9 that had that nice save. O'Brien almost got that. Varun Gupta hits the backhand break, and just the pressure from O'Brien caused that Waterloo player to drop that disc.
You gotta be so alert when the disc goes up in the air, especially when it comes down. Sometimes it's not in someone's hands right away. So good awareness by O'Brien to try to D that disc. The awareness of the Waterloo player came down Kupta to just grab the disc and bring it down and then throw it in the end zone. Just like a really good play there.
Definitely, definitely. Yep, so again, we got Western here. Oh, that's a very nice flick. Oh, thought he probably could have laid off for that, but I was really traveling quick.
And the other thing we saw, too, is Matt O'Brien did a really good job to hustle his way back in the end zone to play defense, and that should be credited.
Yep. Oh, and Scott Graham with a nice flick hook. And he hits, I believe that was Guru. Oh, that there was a call. Oh, I believe it's retracted. Oh, so that goal stands. So that's a goal for Waterloo.
Cool.
So nice big throw by Scott Graham to number 3, Byron Luke. And with the big, big grab. Very nice job.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, to serve where credit's due, Western's still really now you can tell that their defense. They're a bit on their toes a bit more. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Waterloo handlers. You saw the hustle that came out of that first jump ball, and then the second one in the end zone by O'Brien, and then also the guys from Waterloo that went up for that disc. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come down with it. Um, but yeah, so we have a score of 8 for Waterloo and 5 for Western.
Yeah, no, it's still a very very close game. I feel like Western again. It's just a couple of missed horse errors that they've been having, but they've still been playing great defense, really working hard to try and get the disc back. Waterloo seems to be taking more advantage of the either break opportunities or taking care of the disc a little bit more. But I feel like Western again in the second half will make the minor adjustments they'll need to make in order to close this gap, to try and make this game a bit more close for them. And yeah.
So we are at this is a timeout, halftime. It's 8-5.
Is it?
So we are here at VC Showcase Field. The score is 8-5 for Waterloo. We will be back after this break. Welcome back, fans. If you're watching us on the live stream. We are here in Brampton, Ontario, the VC Showcase Field, with myself, Alicia, and Lance Blackstock. We're coming in with the Western Waterloo game, which has been a great matchup already. It is 8-5 for Waterloo, and we're starting the second half here.
Yeah, here we go. We got Western here on offense. Got Robinson starting with the disc. It's a nice break side to Chow. Chow with the big backhand break, looking for O'Brien. O'Brien goes up early. Oh, nice big pressure by number 86 with a nice pressure defense. Matthew Wong. Oh, looks like there's a call, though.
Yeah, I think O'Brien called a foul. Obviously, jump balls are so hard to distinguish whether it be a foul or not. I think there was a little bit of contact going up. They're obviously having a discussion about it just to see, where this goes.
Yeah. It looked like Wong had the inside position on that, and Brian, because he was behind him, figured he had to go up early. It looked like Chow went up at the same time and, got a piece. I don't know where was he that it was a call, but it was good pressure, though, by Wong to, hit the D.
Yep, and the observers are also involved in this play right here. They are great, in positions where you can't decide with your opponent. Sometimes it's hard. Their guidance is really helpful.
I agree. The best of the best here today.
Yeah, and it was called back. It was a foul, so it'll go back to thrower here.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like either contested, I guess. And
yeah.
It goes back. All right, so again, we got Chow with the disc on that far side. He's been really one of those go-to handlers for Western here, really taking advantage of keeping the disc alive. He's looking for his options. Oh, a little hesitation by O'Brien there. Thought he was going to come back under and kind of faked it. So Waterloo going upfield, hits number 25. Nathan Kwan with the big flick rip. A nice, easy grab by Jeremy Gabor. And then there's a big break again for Waterloo.
Yeah, and another turnover there for Western.
Yeah.
I think they created space on that far side for O'Brien to do a one-on-one matchup. However, Waterloo's pressure, they didn't allow that to happen. I think they're aware of his skills and talents,
His presence,
and his presence on the field. So really having good man-to-man coverage. You can tell it was hard. It was a bit more. He was challenged by the Waterloo defender to get open. So I think the hesitation was because the stall count was going a bit higher as it went on, and that was their look for that play specifically.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it seems like Chow and O'Brien has a pretty good chemistry because you see them really looking for each other a lot of the majority of the game. Like I said earlier, that one, it looked like O'Brien just he looked like he was going to come in, and I guess he felt that a Waterloo defender was really on that inside, so he tried to fake to go back out, but it looked like Chow had already put the disc out to that break side, and Waterloo defender jumped in there and got that. So, and then Nathan Kwong would put that big flick out to number 97 to convert the goal.
And there you go. Just a mix of players on the Waterloo side with the scores. Like we've said, both teams are pretty deep. So the fact that all their players are getting involved, assisting into plays. Yeah.
So it looks like we had a offside call.
Offside call.
Offside call, I believe, on Western.
Yeah, and that's always tricky, like you're getting so excited to run down the field and you just take a step way too early. One of the things, we said in the competitive women's side is like stand way farther behind the guy who's throwing the disc because then you won't get in trouble. So when there's observers around, you just got to be careful.
Exactly. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, when it comes to being outside, for people the team receiving the disc needs to hold that line until the disc is up in the air. And then for the team that's pulling, you got to make sure you're way behind the puller and not be outside. Oh, here's O'Brien with a big flick pull, looking for number 24. Catches the disc. Looks like Neil McKinnon. Oh. Kind of bobbled that pass there. Trying to look for number 11, Gavin Lee, but kind of bobble it. So here comes Waterloo again, another big break opportunity. Oh, big pressure again by O'Brien, number 44, Devin Asamoah.
Yeah, and O'Brien, he had a beautiful shoot close to the end zone there, and he was upset it wasn't converted. So to work on that defensive end, move past that and go get the disc, he really did it. Now they have possession.
Yep, so Gavin Lee puts it up to number 12. Looking for an option. Hits O'Brien on the up line. O'Brien looking for the big flick. Hits number 19 with the grab. Bryce J. Looking for another option. It's number 12. Looks like a pick call.
Yeah, and if you look right now, the positioning, Western is really on that away side, looking maybe to jam it up the line. If they can swing the disc towards, the home side, sorry, if they can swim the disc towards the away side, maybe get more movement in the end zone.
Yeah, wow, great toe work by that Western offensive player to get that goal. Gavin Lee, very, very awesome. But like you said, Alicia, that was a great point. You talking about, being so bunched up in that open side, it really make it hard to score that goal. So you would think that they would try to hit that break side or at least ISO one more player, especially because the thrower was really up on that sideline. So trying to jam it in such a small space is very tight. But credit to Gavin Lee on the very nice footwork. Almost looks like could be a ballerina with that kind of dance.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you look at the best football players of the world, and to be able to come down with football or a frisbee in this case, and still hold the disc while paying attention to where your feet are. It's very, very difficult to do both.
Yep.
So, you know what? And that's it. I think there's, the guys are maybe rushing a bit in the end zone. It's working out in their favor. They're able to score. Going down the line of this game, being at 9-6 for Waterloo, they're going to have to take a lot of risks to, get this game a bit closer, maybe within one or two.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe taking those, points and jamming it in if it works out.
Yeah.
If it becomes a continuous, they're turning the disc, that's when it'll become an issue because the other team will just take advantage of those turnovers.
Yeah, true that. Oh, a risky catch by number 88 to catch the pull, but he holds on to it. Matthew Lamb, he gets it back here on this near side. Oh my gosh. Oh, number 77. Matthew Gulbranson.
So
he was really trying his really best to keep that distant bounds, and then with the fence being so close, his momentum took him into the fence. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, no, and that's the scary thing, right? Sometimes we miss where we are in the field. We're trying to tiptoe to catch the line. You see him getting up and walking around. There was a sub that came in for him, but definitely a scary play.
I hear ya. Yeah, so he looks like he's okay here. So we got still Waterloo here with the disc, trying to look for a bit, looking for Scott. Scott reset in the middle, looking for an option. She's number 88 coming in. Brawl Robinson with a nice bid attempt, very, very close. Adding a lot of pressure on that in cut. Oh, great pressure by the Western so far. Waterloo retains the disc. Gupta with the disc.
Heads are definitely on a swivel here. It's getting a little chippy.
Yeah, definitely.
But still keeping it safe and good sportsmanship by both teams.
Oh, a nice little grab. Hits a little break side. He still has a chance for it. Oh, that's a close bid. It's a close bid. Number 42. Trying to retain that gem, James Carprise.
Everyone's throwing their body everywhere, really going for the disc. So it's good to see.
Yeah, they know what's at stake, so they're all putting put it all on the line. Oh, it's a big shot here. Looking for OB. Gonna have to try to toe the line. Oh, it looks like that was out. Really great try, bro, O'Brien. Dang.
What a good look. What a great put in the end zone.
Poon.
You know, it floated. It was out, like, it felt like it was almost out of bounds until it came right back in. And that's what the beauty is about throwing the Frisbee. You can put that spin on it, and it just floats, and it can get right back into your pocket. And it's unreal. Like, really good efforts by Western.
Definitely. So again, you got it's been a little bit back and forth. This point has been going on for a while now. So we'll see if both teams look to try to, just go back to basics and just take the easy shots and try to work it back up. So again, we got Scott Graham with a disc here in the middle. Got to go the full 90 here. Stall count's getting high. Nice position here. Looking for an option. Hits Gupta, number 9. Gupta looking for someone. Scott Graham trying to get open. Just look at that tight pressure by Western. Great hand block by Chow.
Number 10, coming in strong with that hand block, able to read the disc and where he was about to throw it. Just put his hand out at the right time in the right spot.
Yeah, these last possessions for Western, especially on the handler defense, has been really making Waterloo have to work. And it's, like you said, by just seeing that hand block is just showing that they're putting that pressure on now. They're making them work. So here's seeing nice handler give and go by number 4 and number 10. Owen Robinson and Chow, and just hits a nice open break side to, I believe it was number 16, Jason Liu.
And look at that. We're coming in within a few points here. The score is 9-7 Waterloo. You see the momentum shift when Waterloo got a break early. Western got a break early. And they were able to, roll with it. As soon as they got that break, they've been able to run with it. They've got a few great defensive possessions, and they've been able to capitalize.
Definitely. So it looks like Waterloo is taking their time out here, trying to stop this momentum as best they can. Like we said earlier, this game is a game of runs. And, Western is, getting those pressure. Like I said, the handler defense looks like it's really amping up. Again, seeing Chow with that nice hand block. But even when Waterloo was down near this near side, the defender on the bail was really tight, was not making it easy for the Waterloo offense player to get the disc back. So credit to the Western stepping up their D.
Yep. And yeah, credit definitely to both teams. I think still there's a bit of panic to put it in the pie hole, as I say, when you're on that end zone line.
I like.
And you could see even in the last few possessions previous, one of the players didn't have a mark on him. And, you tend to feel a little bit stressed, but that's an advantage in Frisbee. When you don't have a mark, no one's rushing you. And you really got to just take just look up the field, see what you have in front of you. Because there's no rush. There's no one counting. There's no one marking you. So it's definitely an advantage. So the little things that that both teams can work on is to be worked on. They're doing a lot of good things well. So.
Yep. So again, the score is
9-7
for Waterloo. And again, this momentum that Western has got right now, we'll see if they can continue that going. Or we'll see if Waterloo can stop this and try to stretch this lead a bit more again.
Yes, and we are coming in at 52.5 minutes here in Brampton, Ontario, with my co-commentator Lance. We are having a great time today. We're hoping that you're tuning in online, watching the live streams all day. The next game also, we have the women's division game to go, and it'll be Western versus Carleton, so that'll be good to see.
We're looking very forward to that.
Yes,
so again, here we got Waterloo here going on O, up to number 77, Matthew Gulberson, to number 3, Mac. Mac looking for an option. Hits number 98, Chow. Up to number 42, Carprise. Carprise looking for the big flick. Oh, nice little grab. Oh, kind of takes a little bit of contact there, but was able to retain the disc. Livingston Lamb.
Yeah, what's unfortunate about that play is I mean, it's great that Waterloo were able to bring it down. He had there was two defenders there. Western, you see the purple shirts. As we call them, the ponies, the purple ponies. They were all over that last one.
Yeah, definitely.
And Waterloo was still able to convert. So, I mean, they're not letting up with this pressure.
Definitely not. But we had a sub, so we got number 25 came in. Hits a nice little flick throw there. So we had Nathan Kwan came in for the sub. Oh, I guess it was the turn. He was out of bounds. So Kwan threw an OI flick that thought it was inbounds, but number 3 was not able to keep it inbounds. So Western back again on another big break opportunity. Hits a nice in cut to number 3, O'Brien. O'Brien's flick kind of didn't throw the angles that really well, so it kind of bladed and fell down pretty quickly. But the field position is right back in Waterloo's end zone, so let's see if Western could shut them down here. Again, we're seeing Western very, very tight on this defense. Hits number 3. Oh, a nice hand block by Robinson.
Huge hand block there,
Wow.
you know. They are not letting up. Like we said on that defensive end, they're working. They know where Waterloo's looking to throw. They're looking to go on the end zone when they're on that away side. They're looking to look end zone up the line.
Yeah. Oh, so Robinson was not had any options. We had to go with the big flick huck. Didn't have anything. We had a travel call.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that was like a stall 9.5 kind of huck.
It was a stall 9.5.
So Waterloo again back in possession. You got Scott Graham in the middle of the disc. Trying to look for an option. Hits Gulbranson. Gulbranson looking for an option. Has nothing. Western again with this really tight person defense. Oh, looks like we got an injury. Again, it's never a good sight to see a player down, no matter the team. So we're hoping this player is okay.
You know, today we've been seeing a lot because of the weather. There's even in the women's division, we've seen a lot of calf cramps and leg cramps. And you know, one thing I actually learned at nationals this year was what's good for the muscles is pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Now. I wasn't able to play in nationals, but what was I going to run for at halftime? I was running for pickle juice.
Oh my goodness.
So, tips to all the players that are out there today: pickle juice can help the muscles, especially in this weather. I think it's the electrolytes in the pickle juice that they say works.
I don't know about you, but I ain't drinking no pickle juice. That ain't me. I'll stick with my my little water. Oh my goodness. Again, this fence is seeming to be really dangerous here when they get close to the sideline.
And I think that the players need to be a bit more cognizant that there's a fence there. It is nice to have the fence there as a protection, but we've had now 2 players run into the fence. So for both teams, hopefully to keep it, if it's out of reach and there's no possible chance to get it, I would probably leave it.
Yeah. Okay, this is the second time that Robinson really didn't have any option there. The Waterloo defender was doing really well to not give him a backhand break there. So he's really holding him on the open side, and the Waterloo defenders on the players downfield are really taking that open side unders away. Like Brian was coming hard down, but his defender was really right on and making it tight for Robinson to throw a disc, and he had to throw another stall 9.5, but another turnover again. So we got Gulbranson. Oh, a little miscommunication there. Thought number 3 was going, Byron Luke, but he was looked like he was actually going to be coming in. So. And
there's that familiar look that we've had, throughout the second half of this game, is that Waterloo is looking to hit the end zone from the halfway hash mark. And they're good looks, they have a lot of open space in the end zone. They're looking to get it there. Lack of communication just a bit.
Yeah. So we had a nice undercut by number 24. Gets it back up to Robinson. Robinson looking for an option. Has nothing yet. Hits a nice under to 24. And then we got Chow getting the disc. Looking for an option. Byron's coming on. OB's coming underneath. Taking it away. Hits Robinson. Robinson again looking for somebody. A nice upcut by Chow. Oh, we got 16 bursting deep. Oh, doesn't see it. Coming brought under. Again, Waterloo really taking this up into. Oh, and again, a miscommunication. Chow was about to go up line, and Robinson just threw the break side there.
Yeah, you know, the Western handlers look like they're, you know, on their heels a bit. Maybe a good timeout there by
Waterloo.
Graham, by Waterloo, to take that because, you know, we still got a score of 9-7. It's relatively close. We are at the 59th minute of this game. I think there's some adjustments that need to be made. Where are we looking to make the adjustments? I think Western has some things to improve on. Why is Robinson getting stuck, you know, without any help? So,
yeah. Again, I think that's credit to Waterloo's really taking away that open undercuts there, and then on the mark as well. Because if Robinson had a chance to hit the break side around, you know, but because that mark is so strong and really holding firm on that break side, Robinson only has the open side, and if that undercutter defender is coming in and taking those away, it's really forcing Robinson to have to throw up some, you know, high stall, high risk throw. So again, it's good that Waterloo's learning the adjustment, knowing what they need to do in order to get those turns. But again, like you said earlier too, Western is really putting on a big defense too, as Waterloo is still having to struggle to move this disc as well. So we'll see if they can continue, maybe try to get this disc back again, because they're only down 2. But if Waterloo somehow scores this one, it's going to look a little bit harder to try and close this gap further on in the game.
yeah, and we look like we got a horizontal stack here. Vertical.
Yeah,
Vertical stack. That's, you know, I know my frisbee.
You definitely do, Bryce. You definitely do.
You know, the cold air and the coffee. I didn't get enough this morning, so.
Oh, big bid by number 6. Very, very close.
Huge bid.
Looking for so 42 got the disc. Up to number 25. Oh, nice extension, but still a good mark by Western. Looking for Graham. Oh, the observer's calling it a goal, and it's a goal. Wow. What a nice layup grab by Scott Graham. And it looked like he had almost chest landed on the line first, but it looked like he was able to drag his toe first, and that's where the observer ruled it inbounds.
Yeah, and you know, credit is due to Graham. He's actually battling a ACL injury. Unfortunately hurt it this summer while playing competitive frisbee. So, you know, you can tell a little bit that he's hobbling around. He's got a brace on that knee, but he's really able to make his presence known. He's been the leader front of the handlers, changing his position a bit because of his injury. Yeah. But even in that possession, like throwing your body on the ground is can be risky.
Definitely.
So for him to be able to do that, it's a big point for Waterloo too. You know, it's 10-7. We're at the 62nd minute of this game, and
Graham has always been that big competitor, you know, and you know, a lot of experience, and he's a fighter. You'll put it all on the line, and he really will battle for his boys and for his team. So it's really awesome to see that, for sure. So again, that was a really big point. They kept that 3-point lead. Again, making it a bit more tougher for Western to try close this gap. The game is getting close to the end, so we'll see if Western could try to string a couple points in a row here pretty quickly. So we got Robinson starting here on offense. Looking for an option. Chow pressing deep. Not really seeing anything by Brian. Oh, you're looking for Chow. It's kind of hanging. Lemoyne has really good position. Leo Meng has been in really great positions. Apparently he traveled all the way from New York working on a co-op just to play this weekend, and he's already making some big plays. He's everywhere, defense, offense. So it's really awesome to see a player that committed to playing frisbee.
Yep. And nice grab there by number 5 in Waterloo.
Oh, great job. Oh, tried to hit a flick, and number 31 almost had that. It was very close. Alpha Chang. Looks like a travel call here. Ben Clayton with a nice toe inbounds. Doing a really, really great job to secure that disc.
Yeah.
The flick blade kind of hanged up a little bit, but number 31 almost had Alpha Chang. So we got Western again in here. Robinson up to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for an option. It's number 16. Not see anything. Look for an option. Hits a big break. Oh.
There's an
O'Brien
unfortunate drop. Looking for that bail.
Yeah.
And, you know, try to create more space for himself from the defender and caught it at the wrong side of his body.
Yep.
Fortunately, just a drop there by O'Brien.
So we got Daniel here with the disc. Oh, really ill-advised flick. Oh, O'Brien with the big layout attempt and just misses it. Waterloo able to convert that number to 31 with the goal. That was Alva Chang with the score. Wow. Big, big, big attempt by O'Brien within inches of getting that D.
And there is the, you know, using those turnovers like Waterloo has done all game,
Yes.
just able to really, you know, the turnovers by Western, quickly pick up the disc, set up, look to, you know, your end zone and look to score. They were looking that cross-field pass to begin with. And then, you know, it's, like we said, it's the risk that you're taking.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job. I mean, it's now 11-7. They've, you know, gained the momentum again, Waterloo. And
I think what really works for Waterloo's favor doing those kind of risky throws is playing with the lead. I think if the game was a little bit tighter, you'd be a bit more hesitant on throwing those.
Yep.
So I think for them, you're like, you know, all right, we're up 2-3, so I think we could have tried to, you know, throw that. And the flick blade hang up a bit, and his player was a bit more on that open side, whereas the other person's defender was more to middle of the field. So he did have a bit of time, but O'Brien did catch up pretty quickly and came within inches of getting that deep, but Waterloo held on to it and converted. So really, really great job.
we got some noise here in the background. We got a men's game going on too as well. I think that's Guelph and McMaster.
It is.
You can hear the excitement from the other fields.
Oh, nice big grab on number 22. Blake Harriet looking for an option. Number 2 bursting up line. Great job. It was an awesome cut. Looking for an option. Again, Waterloo really taking away those undercuts there, but Western doing a great job to still get the option. Hits the reset on the break side to Richard Chang. Hits Harriet. Harriet look for an option again. Oh, a nice big D. Great job. The Silent's very fired up. He's going for a big strike, number 86. Oh, nice break side backhand around. It's number 28. Looking around. It's number Nathan Kwan. Looking for an option. 86 with the disc. Looking again. Oh, it looked like he had that, but
No
he
call.
retracted. No call there.
No call. Wow, I mean, I think it's amazing to be able to, you know, get in for that big D. I feel like those are extremely difficult. You don't want to hit your opponent with your body, but you're really got your eye on the disc and just unreal. Oh, what a great grab by Western.
Big grab by number 15, Nathaniel Crane. He definitely looked like a crane because he got up there.
He got up.
Really, really great job. So we got Harriet here with the disc. It's a nice upline to number 9. Mika Tam trying to look for an option. Back up to Harriet.
Oh, good poach there by Waterloo.
Oh, was there a pick call?
Pick call. You can already tell if you look at the field. If you're watching online, guys, we have already they're on the far side of the field. Really in a, you know, the handlers are being a bit stagnant on Western, trying to jam stuff in right here.
Oh, that was a great try. So that was, Mika Tam was going up for that line, but throw kind of overshot a little bit by Harriet. Looked like number 12 had a second option, second play on that, but just kind of missed it. Yeah, so, oh, nice good save by my number 25. Trying to hold that disc. Oh, it's hanging a little bit, though. Oh! Again, there goes the crane, just getting up there. He's not playing around. It's a great job.
He's using his height for sure right now. And he wants the disc. He's calling for the disc. He's on that cross pass.
There we go. So crane with the disc, looking for an option. Oh, very nice backhand. Oh, he held it? Oh, nice try.
You know, crane, just a little bit more extension maybe just to get around the guy.
Yes.
He definitely was looking at the right guy, his teammate, but his extension just to get it a bit smoother so it didn't float and the wind did not catch it.
Yeah, so here's Kwan with the disc, looking for an inside break. Hits number 28, Ben Salah. Again, looking for another option. Kwan tries to, very nice undercut by number 82. Oh, good grab by number 12. 12 hits a nice flick. It's hanging, though. It's hanging. Oh, great grab by number 21. For the goal, Mackenzie Chow.
And there you go, that familiar look for Waterloo on this away side, looking end zone. Perfect cut, nice float. And now it is 12-7 at the 70th minute.
Yeah, that seems to be the bread and butter for this Waterloo squad on here. Really hitting that near side kind of flick, huck, into the end zone. And they've been converting majority of the time.
Yeah, most of their points have been that look specifically. And, they've been doing their best. Western's been doing their best, I'd say, to try to stop that. But, it's not been enough. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's still close back and forth. We had a lot of runs in the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, Waterloo's taking the lead, but good for them. Like they said, it's well deserved. They feel that they're well deserving of the Div 1.
Definitely, yeah. And actually, that was Rahib Kenjiani with the assist. Really, really nice place throw, and just trusting your receivers to go up and get that disc. So it's a really, really great job. So again, Waterloo just keeping that, that 4 or 5 points lead, making it again more harder for Western to get back in this game. Hopefully Western could try to string a couple. This time is now getting on their side. So we have O'Brien going for a big cut. Oh, not seeing it though. O'Brien coming under. Oh, O'Brien with the big layout. Try just out of this reach.
I think he's a little bit frustrated with that play. Number 24 was open on this away side as well. So that was just maybe a bit of a jam in the middle with a bit too much traffic that he couldn't fully lay out for.
Ooh, again, Chow with the great handler defense there. Asamoto was able to get the break. He's looking for it. Got number 15 with the disc. Nate. Up to the 38.
38 coming down with it.
Yep.
38 at the goal line.
Oh, big close one. All right, so we got Western here with the disc. See it then march back down the field. Nice big cut by O'Brien. Oh, we got Chow going deep. Brian puts it up. We got 2 defenders coming. Here's Liu Ming. Liu Ming again in a great position. Just all over the place.
Yeah, he's been definitely all over the place. Oh, just a bad turnover there. Maybe rushing it a bit too much.
Yeah.
He got super excited with his positioning downfield.
Yeah.
When you got to get the disc, recollect quickly and kind of take your time. There's no rush. They are definitely in the lead of this game right now.
So, yeah, we got Chow with the disc here. Looking for an option. Trying to hit O'Brien. O'Brien's covered. Hits the break side to number 88. Moving around here. Oh, that's a nice flick break to O'Brien. Gets it to the middle. Still looking for an option. Still nothing yet. Kind of stagnant. It's a break side to Chow. Chow hits a nice break. Number 5. Trying to hit O'Brien with the around. And it's the goal. O'Brien with the goal with the assist from Evan Wong. And I just want to apologize to Calvin Cooper, number 15. You were the one that was getting those catches earlier in the game. And a mistake to Nathaniel Crane. But great job, though, Western to convert that goal. And Western, just hopefully they can try to build up momentum here to bring this game a bit closer.
Yeah, so the score is a 12-8 for Waterloo. We're coming down to the last probably couple minutes, coming close to the 75th minute in this game. So definitely a good little run for Western there. They were able maybe to redeem themselves on the unforced turnover with the throw to O'Brien. Just missed it just a bit, and then that they were able to capitalize. You could see the strengths and a lot of the strengths and weaknesses of both teams. This definitely has been an entertaining and exciting game already.
Agree.
A lot of skill, a lot of hype coming from both teams. The ability to jump in the air and grab the disc, the body control. There's definitely a lot of experience, and you can tell, and we've seen that today, and it's very, very enjoyable.
Oh, definitely. Frisbee is such a special sport. You see all types of plays. Love it. So again, we got Waterloo here on offense, up to number 88. That's Matthew Lamb with the big flick, but he's got two defenders there. Pretty easy D for number 11, Gavin Lee.
And Mr. Crane was in the end zone there, making sure that wouldn't happen.
Oh yeah, that was Calvin Cooper there ready to help out. So it's a great job at least having those two people there to help out to make sure that that disc was D'd. All right, so Western with a big flick. Looks like it was not going to come back in. Oh.
And it was looking like it's coming back in.
I think
if he was closer towards the maybe the away side, he would have had a bit more of an around throw to get it back to stay in bounds.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that went out of bounds.
For sure. So Waterloo with the short field here. Looking for Graham for the reset in the middle. Anything? Oh, it's a nice break. It's number 88. Looking for something. Oh, a big bid. Oh! What a fake by Matthew Lamb. And then hits number 42, James Carprese, for the goal.
Had his head spun around, let me tell you. When you get faked out like that, it's hard to come back from it.
That fake just made it, being how close they were, you had to go for that bid attempt.
Yeah.
And again, that's where fakes really work in this game too. Bid for it, and wide open was Carprese with the goal.
Yeah, and that's the thing about fakes. You can be a handler and having the disc, and you can really just fake any type of pass. And the advantage is if your defender bites on it, then you're able to maybe throw something that you wanted to throw and you weren't able to because your defender was in front of you, right?
Yeah, true that. I love fakes.
This is looking great.
Nothing about trying to shake somebody out. So you get off me and, go around spot. Oh,
he
really
was shooken off, let me tell you.
Oh, man.
As long as they're able to come back from that, those are the tough plays that, we get down on ourselves quickly and say, I just got shook up by someone. But that's where you come back on the field and say, hey, I'm going to shake him up. That's my turn, You know
what, though? I think, defense I find is a really hard Frisbee. If you get a person that's really crafty on their throws, it's hard to take away everything.
Yes.
So you try your best to take away one thing, and, So, really, really great job, though, by Waterloo. So here comes Western again. Clearing space for a nice big under here by Harriet. Harriet looking for an option. Oh, take that away. Nice undercut by number 14. Hits the break side. 16 looking for an option. Hits the hammer. Looking for number 20. Gets up high. Oh, and a nice big grab by number 20, Campbell Gardiner. Nice big target in the end zone. Really great job.
Yeah, and he definitely has some height on him, so he was able to, it seemed like, easily come up with that disc.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason Liu really trusted, having a big target like Campbell there. He's like, you know what, I'm going to put it up there, let my big target go get that.
And you could see Western spacing was super nice.
True that.
It created a good open space when they came in the undercut that was made, which opens up the field. I think that's a strategy thing. Is sometimes we get super clustered and there's not necessarily enough room on the field, or we're stuck to one side or the other side. But that was like really well done. Had a nice flow on it, and they were able to score.
Yeah, definitely agree. Spacing is really, really important for sure. It helps you're giving space on both sides, on the open side and the break side, and it's really nice when you communicate very well amongst your teammates to know if you see how a defense is playing on you. You could take what they're giving you and make it really easier for yourself to have easier flows. And Western showed a perfect example of that, and was able to convert that goal.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looked like that just landed out of bounds. So Waterloo's going to take it to the brick, to the middle of the field. Oh, and there's the horn.
So we're coming on to the 79.5 minutes.
Yep.
Score is 13-9 for Waterloo.
So we got Gupta coming in a nice undercut. Gets it up to number 3. Oh, what a throw. Very, very nice.
So for the last point of the game, really good put. The final score for this Waterloo Western matchup was 14-9. We are here at VC Showcase Fields. We will take a short break of 20 minutes and we'll be on with the game to go for the women's division. We will see you then.